What's going on, y'all? It's Rob Smith, America's favorite black gay Republican, and I personally love the Super Bowl halftime show. I thought Shakira and J-Lo were great. I thought it was a great performance. I thought there was amazing dancing. I liked the cultural cues. I liked everything about the Super Bowl. So imagine my surprise when I pop open conservative Twitter and I see everybody complaining and so upset about the Super Bowl. Oh, just the smelling salts, and oh, will somebody please think about the children, and oh, J-Lo was on a stripper pole, and oh, Shakira was flicking her tongue, and oh, all of these different things. And you know what, guys? I have to say, conservative movement, libertarian movement, people on the right, you're coming off as very phony right now. And I'm going to tell you why you're coming off as phony. And you know, you may not like this message. You may think that, oh, since Rob Smith used to be on the left, he's just being a leftist again. No, I'm calling you out. I think it's phony, and this is why. The same people that are tweeting about how shocked they were by the Super Bowl halftime show, about how J-Lo was on a stripper pole, about how it just wasn't family friendly, these are the same people that support this president all the time. Now look, everybody knows I support the president. I think that Trump is doing an amazing job. But, you know, there's also some stuff that is out there. You know, there's Donald Trump getting sued by porn stars, and then there's a Playmate that sued him, and there was all this other stuff going on there. So the thing to me is that you can't claim to be some hardcore, super duper family values type person, and you're going to be complaining about entertainment at the Super Bowl, and then you're going to like look the other way on all the other stuff. Like I said, I personally am a supporter. I don't care about any of that other stuff. I care about the economy. I care about the border wall. These are things that I care about. So it just struck me as so fake and so false that so many people on Twitter couldn't wait to run and complain about the halftime show, to complain about J-Lo, to complain about Shakira. And honestly, I gotta tell you, fellow conservatives, fellow Republicans, fellow libertarian-leaning people, whatever you want to call yourselves, the reason why conservatives lose the culture war all the time is because we never engage in it. And every time something brings the country together, which I kind of thought that the Super Bowl halftime show did bring the country together. I thought that it was a really good explosion of culture. I mean, you know, you don't have Miami without Latin culture. You don't have America without Latin culture, without lots of different cultures. We're not against different cultures. We're not against any of that other stuff. But conservatives have such a hard time getting a foothold in the culture because everybody expects for it to be the culture's job to raise your children. So let me give you a little bit of advice. It is not J-Lo's job to raise your child. It is not Shakira's job to raise your child. It is not the National Football League's job to raise your child. If you have ever heard the name Shakira or J-Lo before, or seen any of these women's videos or any of their previous performances, you know that they're women, that things are gonna get a little bit sexual. And you should have known before any of that stuff happened that, you know, if I don't want my kid around this, if I don't want my kid to see it, then take the kid out of the room. Because God knows there are tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions more of adults who are perfectly fine with the halftime show and with that performance. So I have to say that what I've seen from conservatives in the movement that were complaining about the halftime show is very false. It's very phony. Because, like, look, guys, I'm always going to keep it real up in here. And from what I saw, everybody complaining about the Super Bowl was phony. So just cut it out. Let's keep it real.